It's frustrating, isn't it? You know what you want, but no matter how hard you try, you always feel like something is blocking your success. The truth is, there is something blocking your abundance, and it's not the universe, it's you. But don't worry, we're about to change that, because today we're looking into the science of manifestation, how self-sabotage keeps you stuck, and most importantly, how to break free to finally unlock your unlimited abundance. If you're new here, my name is Rachel, your mindset and manifestation coach. This is where we talk all about meditation, manifestation, law of attraction, and so much more. I've been studying the art of manifestation for over 4 years, and my goal is always to offer you simple explanations and answer your questions in ways that leave you feeling successful on your journey to manifesting an abundant life. First, let's talk about the science behind manifestation. That is, your thoughts are energy. You may already know that everything in our universe is made of energy, but did you know that this includes your thoughts, feelings, and yes, even your desires? Now, the term quantum physics often throws people off, but don't let it. It's basically the study of the smallest things in the universe, particles and waves. You know, those things that are there, but we just can't see them. Quantum physics tells us that our thoughts aren't just invisible whispers in our mind, that they're actually incredibly powerful. They're energetic vibrations that can affect the world around us. Have you ever heard of the observer effect? It's a phenomenon that shows just how observing a situation can change its outcome. That is, just by simply observing something, we are likely to influence the behavior or state of it. Now, although this was originally used in reference to particles in quantum physics, we can also see it just by considering everyday examples. As a teacher, I see the observer effect in action quite often. When a student knows that they are being evaluated or they need to present in front of a group of people, they are much more likely to do a better job than if other people weren't seeing it at all. Another example is observing wild animals in their natural habitat. The act of you observing them actually changes their behavior. So if an animal senses that you're there, they're naturally likely to become more cautious than if you weren't there. So even though the goal is to observe them in their natural habitat, their behaviors are actually influenced because of your decision to pay attention to them. Make sense? You might be wondering, what does this have to do with manifesting the life that you want? Well, like in the observer effect, when you pay attention to your thoughts and behaviors and focus on those that you want to change, your intentional focus will actually begin to influence a shift in possible outcomes and in any given situation. Are you with me? So imagine you want that new job that you've been dreaming about. Thinking about the job occasionally is like observing it casually. But if you start to intentionally focus on it, so you're visualizing what it looks like, you're feeling how it feels, and even picturing yourself in this new role every day. You're not just daydreaming. No, you're directing focused energy and belief toward it. And this is when you're going to start noticing opportunities that you might have missed before. A new job posting, a networking event, or even conversations that just relate to your dream job. This is the observer effect at work. Your attention is now shifting the energy and actions around you, aligning with what you want. But you have to be paying attention. You have to be observing, because intentional focus isn't just observation. It's an active, energetic pull toward the reality that you're wanting to create. Okay, so now that you understand that your thoughts shape your reality, let's make sense of how it really works. Your brain operates on different frequencies, beta, alpha, theta, and when you're deeply relaxed or meditating, you're likely in alpha, but you might be in the theta state. Either way, this is when your subconscious mind becomes more open and receptive to suggestion. And that's why it's in these states that manifesting becomes more powerful. Why? Because your subconscious doesn't just hear your intentions, it starts to believe them. And what your subconscious believes, it begins to create. And if you're doubting the subconscious can't really tell the difference between what's real and what's not? Check out this video to see for yourself how you can trick your brain into believing something into reality. Here's the catch though. Even if you say you want abundance, your subconscious might just be wired with something that we call self-sabotage. And self-sabotage shows up in many ways. So maybe you're a procrastinator, maybe you're full of self-doubt, or maybe deep down, you just don't feel deserving about the things that you want. Enter your limiting beliefs. The bad news is that they're often operating on autopilot, so you don't even notice them. But the good news is that your brain is moldable. Through something called neuroplasticity, you can actually rewire your negative beliefs into new beliefs that attract abundance, happiness, or whatever you desire. Now, there are all kinds of limiting beliefs that could be holding you back. And some of them may be ingrained so deeply that you don't even recognize them as limiting beliefs. Once you're finished watching this video, you're probably going to want to check out this video right here. It contains 10 common limiting beliefs that might be holding you back, the affirmations that you should be using to rewire your brain, and you can even download my free PDF guide that also includes the actions that you can take today to start reprogramming your thoughts to get you past those blocks and on your way to living a life filled of abundance. But back to self-sabotage. Let's talk emotions. Manifestation isn't just about thinking positively. Your emotions are the real fuel behind all that you manifest. The good, the bad, and the ugly. When you set an intention, something that you want to see in your life, but you're stuck in a state of fear, doubt, anxiety, you may not even realize it, but you're sending mixed signals to the universe. When you align your thoughts and your emotions with your desires though, this is when amazing things begin to happen. This is even backed by science, which has found that when you simply have a feeling of abundance, it activates neural networks in your brain that help you manifest abundance. And there's actually another powerful concept that you can bring into play here, which I've been toying around with recently, and it's called heart-brain coherence. Research shows that when your heart and your brain are aligned or in sync, you not only feel better, but you become a magnet for the things that you desire. I've been using this coherence app. I've been experimenting with different scenarios just to see how it affects my coherence scores. And if that's something that you're interested in hearing more about, click the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know. And then I'll consider a future video around it, showing you exactly what I've done and what scores I have received as a result. Okay, so let's be clear. Yes, we've talked about thoughts, and yes, we've talked about emotions, but if you've heard it once, you've probably heard it 1,000 times. Manifestation isn't just about thinking and feeling. It is absolutely also about taking inspired action. I mean, it makes sense, right? That it's not just enough to think about what we want and not just enough to feel good about the things that we want, but that you have to align your actions with those desires. Without action, how can you receive anything? If you want to know more about how to go about getting yourself aligned, I've put together a video to guide you through the exact process that you can take to get there. And you can check it out right here. Now, of course, we can't talk about manifestation without talking about the one thing that many people overlook: gratitude. Gratitude and affirmations both play a really big role in the manifestation process, but it's so much more than just saying thank you and repeating an affirmation just for the sake of saying the words. Let's face it, if it were that easy, we would all be experts in this manifestation process. Now, the more you focus on what you're grateful for, and the more you feel the emotion of being grateful, and the more you focus on the meaning behind the words of your chosen affirmation, and the more you feel the emotion of that affirmation, only then will you begin to signal to the universe and your brain that you're ready for something more. Make this practice a daily habit. And once you do this, you will begin to notice the observer effect taking place. Your brain will begin to rewire as you find more to be thankful for. And as you notice this happening, your energy will start having an effect on the thoughts you put out into the universe. And because what you think about, you bring about, You'll also start noticing more and more of what you're manifesting. So is the science to manifestation the real secret behind unlimited abundance? Absolutely. When you understand the power of the energy behind your thoughts, align your emotions, take inspired action, and trust in the process, you will be able to start rewiring those neural pathways in your brain to reprogram any thought. Understanding the science behind these new energetic waves, in turn, will attract limitless possibilities. And who doesn't love the sound of that? Remember, you have the power to rewire your brain, break from self-doubt, and to step into a life that you have always wanted. Start with just one technique, and once you get yourself in energetic alignment, watch how quickly abundance begins to flow. If you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comments below. And until next time, happy manifesting and enjoy the joy.